The Sound of Paws. When Grandma Anna lost her dog, Jeff, something inside her broke. For almost 12 years, he had been her only true friend. Her boy, as she used to call him. A playful bichon with gentle eyes and a heart bigger than the world. He followed her everywhere, from the kitchen to the garden, sat by her feet near the rocking chair, and wouldn't let anyone get too close to his human. And that night he slept beside her back to back. You could see it on his face, that warm, slightly melancholic look, as if he understood more than a human ever could. When Jeff passed away, the house became empty. The days were long, the evenings too quiet. The only sounds were the ticking of the old clock in the living room and the wind softly stirring the curtains. Anna talked to herself sometimes, often called out his name, woke up speaking to him, but he was gone. Sometimes she went to the store and, without realizing it, found herself standing in front of the dog food aisle. She would reach for his favorite food until reality struck again. Jeff was no longer there. Her soul ached and her heart sank like a stone. She would slowly turn away and leave, tears in her eyes, feeling that this aisle was no longer meant for her. She still remembered vividly the look in his eyes at the moment his soul left his body. His eyes, moist and kind, looked at her one last time, filled with pain and love. The tears that rolled down from their corners said everything. It was too hard for him to leave, too hard to leave her alone. But one cold autumn night, as the rain tapped against the window and the fire crackled softly in the fireplace, Grandma Anna heard something that froze her blood. A faint click clack, the sound of claws on wooden floor. Then another, and another. She held her breath. The sound was getting closer, small, light, but certain steps. Jeff, she whispered, her voice trembling. No answer, only the creaking wood as if something was moving slowly around her. The fire flickered suddenly, and a shadow appeared on the wall. For a moment, she swore she saw a silhouette, that same fluffy tail held proudly high, those same floppy ears. Then, a warm breath brushed against her ankle. Anna screamed and stepped back. The rocking chair began to move on its own, gently, as if someone had just sat down in it. The air smelled of wet dog. Terrified, she got into bed, but then she heard something else, a low, prolonged growl coming from right behind her. Slowly, she turned around and saw two glowing spots, like eyes watching her from the dark. Jeff, is that you? The eyes vanished, the back door opened by itself, and the cold rushed into the house. She stood frozen, her heart pounding wildly. She couldn't sleep for the rest of the night. But at dawn, when she got out of bed, she saw something on the carpet. Small, wet paw prints leading to the window facing the garden. That night she dreamed of him. Jeff was running through a field full of light, his fur shining with a joy he hadn't seen in years. He stopped for a moment, turned toward her, and wagged his tail, just like he used to when he wanted her to come outside. Be good, Jeff, she whispered through tears. He barked once happily and disappeared into the white light like a star. When she woke up, there on the bed lay a chewed up plush toy, Jeff's favorite, lost for months. Grandma Anna smiled for the first time in many months. She placed a small bowl of water by the door, just as she used to. The next morning, the bowl was half empty. That's when Grandma Anna understood. It hadn't been just a dream. Jeff had returned, only to say goodbye. And from that night on, the house was never empty again. Because some bonds never break, not even when the leash does. The end.